So welcome everyone to Podium. Podium is a super achiever-led educational platform for co-curricular content taught by the world's best teachers. We will be launching in October 2020, and our first set of programs will be contemporary dance, drama, calligraphy, logical reasoning, blogging, animation, creative writing, and public speaking. These programs will be taught by the world's best teachers, and we look forward to seeing you participate in those programs. Also, please follow our Facebook page, that's facebook.com/podium classes, for regular updates and recorded sessions. So guys, coming to the sessions, we have with us Ms. Amrita R. Gandhi. Ms. Amrita is a conversationalist with a vision. She has drawn people's attention to the elements of communication which are more important yet neglected. The body language. She is the creator of an online community of 50,000 plus people called English with Amrita that helps people in improving their spoken language and body language. She has conducted numerous seminars and sessions on the importance of soft skills and is continuing to spread her wisdom ahead. On behalf of Team Podium, I thank Ms. Amrita for joining us today. Welcome, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for for such a nice introduction. Okay, guys. So, are you all excited? Give me a thumbs up if you all are excited for this session. Yeah. Okay. So, I'll share my screen with you today. But before that, I'm going to tell you what we are going to learn today. Okay. We are going to learn about something that is so important but neglected by a lot of us. Okay, for example, when I'm speaking to you right now, it is not just the words that you all are looking at. It is also the facial expressions that I have, my body language, the way I'm using my hands, the way I'm sitting, whether I'm slouching like this and sitting or I'm sitting straight and erect. Okay, so when we talk to someone, or be it one person or many people, what matters more than words is your body language and your facial expressions. Okay, so we'll look at all of those things in this session. So let me just share my screen with you. Okay, can you all see the screen? Just a second. I think you all can, right? Let me just check the chat box 1 second. Yes, you can see the screen, right? So 1 minute. How do I see the chat box as well as the screen? 1 minute. So you all can see this, right? The screen? Yes, you all can. Okay. So who am I? As ma'am has already introduced me, I have a community of around 55,000 plus on Instagram on the page called English with Amrita. So I share a lot of insights about soft skills, body language, and English on that page. Okay, I'm an engineer and an MBA, and I've worked with some IT companies also before starting English with Amrita. So, what will you all learn today? The most interesting part, right? How to make more friends. If you have a personality that is not likable, then people would not want to be friends with you, right? On the other, we are going to, so who am I? I have a page on Instagram which is called English with Amrita, where I share a lot of insights about body language, postures, gestures, facial expressions, and English. Okay, I'm an engineer and an MBA, and I've worked with some IT companies before starting English with Amrita. Now, what are we going to learn today? Something that is very interesting for you all, right? The first thing that we are going to learn is how to have a personality that is likable. How can we have how can we dress, how can we impress, how do we conduct ourselves when we're talking to people, how do we make more friends. If your personality is attractive, a lot of people will want to be friends with you, right? On the other hand, if your personality is not attractive, people would not want to be connected with you, right? So that is something very important. Secondly, we are going to look at body language and postures. Okay, postures means how do you stand, how do you sit, right? In formal as well as informal situations, means when you're with friends and family, or when you're in school, or when you're attending an online session, how do you conduct yourself. Then more about facial expressions and some mistakes in body language. How should we not sit? How should we not stand? Okay, that is called some mistakes in body language that we'll look at. Now, before we begin, I want to tell you a short story. Okay, are you all interested in hearing a short story? Yes. Okay, great. Thumbs up. Great. So, once upon a time, few years ago, I had a lot of toothache. Okay, and I used to stay in a small town that time. So there were only two doctors that I could go to. One was Mrs. A and the other one was Mrs. B. Okay, now Mrs. A and Mrs. B, both of them were excellent in their jobs. Okay, however, Mrs. A was a little unfriendly and she was, kind of strict and not easy to talk to. She also did not listen to what had happened to me. She just started speaking without listening to me first. On the other hand, Dr. B, he was very friendly and supportive. Okay, he was a good listener and polite and respectful. He first listened to my problems and then he gave a solution. So I finally booked an appointment with Mr. B. Okay, another story in which I'm going to ask you a question. Which dentist would you go to? I chose Mr. B. Which one would you all go to? The one who was less friendly or the one who was more friendly? Mr. B. Very good. Perfect. Now let's look at another situation. Okay. Who would you be friends with? Kid A or kid B? Just look at them, just look at their faces and tell me who would you like to be friends with? Mr. B. Wow, very good. Kid B. And the third question for you all, who will be your favorite teacher? Teacher A, Miss A, or Miss B? Again B. Wow. So all of us want to be friends with Miss B. We want the teacher to be Miss B, right? Now, what is it that you all have selected in these answers? The ones that you selected are the ones that have a very positive body language. Okay, they have a very nice personality, a personality that attracts the other people. Okay, you all can stop typing now. Yes, I know you all want to be friends with the kid B and all of those things. So now we just don't want to be friends with them. We also want that we be like them, right? Our personality should be likable by others, right? So today we are going to look at how to make good friends. How do we make good friends? When somebody is talking to you kids, you have to pay attention to what they are telling you, right? How to make good friends. The first one is thinking before you speak. Okay, imagine you are in your school and there's a girl who is shy and who doesn't speak a lot, but she comes and talks to you about something. Okay, at that time, you have to patiently speak with her, right? You have to think before you speak anything, not just with that girl, but with anyone, right? Even in the online sessions that you all attend, you always have to think before you speak, because we don't want to pass comments or statements that hurt other people, right? Do we want to hurt other people, or we want to be good good kids and good people want to be good people, right? So we have to think before speaking such that we never hurt the feelings of other people. Okay. Then listening actively. Okay. Listening actively means what? Right now you all are on mute. But what if we unmute all of you and we still tell all of you to keep quiet? And each one of you keeps quiet while the teacher is teaching. That is good manners. Okay, so we always have to listen when somebody is speaking. When our parents are talking to us, we have to listen to them first and then respond. Okay, positive mind. Now, what does that mean? A lot of us start thinking in a negative way. When we fight with our friends, we start thinking ill about our friends. But we don't have to think that way, right? When we have a fight with our friends, we have to try to resolve that fight, right? Instead of being negative or instead of thinking negative. Okay? That makes your personality a good one. Okay, positive thinking plays a very important role in your life. Okay, always think positive about other people as well as about your life goals. Okay, now avoid interrupting when somebody is speaking. That is what is meant by listening actively, right? If I'm talking to you about something and I'm in the middle of a sentence and you all start interrupting me without allowing me to finish, is that a good sign or a bad sign? That just shows that you're too impatient. Yes, you just said bad. Okay, it's a bad sign. We don't want to look like that, right? So avoid interrupting when somebody is speaking. After they are finished speaking, you all can put your point forward. Okay? Show real interest in others. Now, this one is a very useful lesson, kids. Showing interest in others means a lot of times it will happen that your friends will fight with you and you will fight back with them. But when somebody is sad or when somebody has fought with you, there is a reason why they've done that, right? Maybe they are sad and maybe they need you to talk to them, to listen to them, right? So you have to show interest in them. If you act like you don't care, then your friend will also not care for you, right? So you always have to show real interest in others. Okay, being kind. Now this is something that we've always learned, but sometimes it becomes difficult for us to implement. Being kind means what? If you have brought something in your tiffin that you love and your best friend also loves that, right? But you're not ready to share your tiffin, is that a good sign or a bad sign? Again a bad sign, right? So you always have to be kind and share things with others, right? Yes, it's a bad sign. Now, manners. Manners, all of these is composed of manners, right? How do you talk to others? Showing respect towards elders in the family or elders in our school, our teachers, people who guide us, people who teach us, right? We never have to make fun of them because that is a bad sign. They are trying their best to inculcate good habits in you, right? So you always have to behave in a good manner or show good manners. Yes. Controlling your emotions. Sometimes kids get very angry. Do you all get angry sometimes? Do you all shout at somebody at home or maybe your parents or you start? Yes, yes. Okay, there are some people who are saying yes. They shout and they get angry. That means you're not in control of your emotions. And that is again a bad sign. Okay, it is important for you to understand that getting angry is not a good sign. Okay, when something doesn't happen the way we want it to, that time we have to have some patience. Okay, getting angry is never the solution. Okay, so control your emotions. Very rarely I try not to shout at my brother. You try, and that's a very good thing. Now onwards, try that you never shout at your brother. Okay, you? Good. Now, just a small question again. When someone is saying something to you, which of the following should you do? Should you listen carefully or listen carefully. No, not be. If somebody is talking to you, you cannot do be, right? When somebody is talking to you, you have to pay attention and listen to that person. Now, guys, a first impression. Do you know what is the meaning of first impression? First impression means the first time ever that you see someone new. For example, right now, you all saw me for the first time today, right? You have never seen me before, but you all saw me for the first time today. And do you know that you all made some judgment about me just by looking at my face? Okay. So, first impression of any person is highly dependent on the voice and the tone in which they're speaking and their body language. Now imagine if when I was sitting while ma'am was introducing, and that time I had some facial expressions that were not very good. Would you feel good about me? Like if I was sitting like this, if I was doing such facial expression, God, when will the session get over? Yeah. Would you like to listen to my session then? No, right? So I wasn't speaking anything. I was just doing the facial expressions. But still, you all are saying that if I would have behaved that way, you would have not talked to me, right? So now, because I was having a good smile on my face and I was interacting with you all got interested in the session, right? So it was the body language and the facial expressions that you all paid attention to. So, not just me, when you are also meeting someone for the first time ever, you always want to give a good first impression. Okay. And that happens because of a good body language and not shouting, but having your tone controlled. Okay. Having your voice and tone controlled. Now, who is angry in this one? A or B? A, yes. B looks scared. A looks angry. So, kids, are you understanding that the images that I'm showing you, they are not even speaking to you, but still, just by looking at them, you all are able to immediately understand the facial expression that they all are showing, right? So imagine you go to somebody, okay, there's a new teacher that comes in your class, and you have a face that is like this, sad and kind of fluffy, and why has she come in the class, right? So you don't want to put that kind of a first impression, right? So just by looking at you, people can make a judgment. Okay, so these are some of the facial expressions that I've done for you all. These are like happy, sad, fearful, angry, okay, disgusted. When we don't like something, we're like, ew, that's so that's so dirty, disgusting look, right? Then these are some of the others, like when we are tired, we're like, absolutely tired. Or when we're thinking, we're generally looking somewhere in the sky and thinking, or somewhere at the bottom and thinking, right? So there's an exercise that's going to come on facial expressions, okay? You all have to do that exercise after the session. Now, are these facial expressions correct or not? The first one and the second one. The first one says the girl is calm and composed. The second one says the girl is confused. Yes. Yes, both of them are correct. All of you are correct. Vanshika, yes. Dhanush, yes. All of the facial expressions are correct. Calm and confused. Okay. Now, body language, something that is very interesting, and I'm sure you all are going to love it. Okay. Because right now you all are sitting in some way, and I'm able to see the way you all are sitting. For example, Dhanush was just yawning right now with his arms wide open as if he was just going to go and sleep on the bed. Okay. So, Dhanush, it feels to me that you are tired and not interested. Okay. So, that is the kind of body language that is coming across. Okay. So, body language is very important. Now, what are some common mistakes that we all make? Okay. Fidgeting or playing with something. Okay, if somebody is talking to you and say you have a pen or something in your hand and you keep doing like this, like this, like this, like this, or girls generally have the habit of doing this. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Or if they have something in their, if they're wearing a chain or something, they'll do like this, like this, like this. Okay, continuously. So never do that. Okay, always keep your arms open. Don't fidget or don't play with something that is around you, your t-shirt, your dress, or anything. Okay. Secondly, watching outside. Now, this generally happens in classrooms, right? Imagine somebody is putting in so much effort in teaching you, and you all are looking outside the classroom from the window, right on the ground, what's happening on the ground. That is very disrespectful. Okay, so no watching outside when somebody is teaching you. Even in online classes, when somebody is teaching you, try to sit at one place and talk. For example, Rahman is not doing that right now. So now he's back on the camera. Okay, crossing arms, this shows that you're not open to communication. If a new friend comes in your class, okay, a new student is enrolled and you're sitting like this, what does it show? It shows that you're not approachable. She cannot talk to you because you're keeping your hands like this. You're telling them from your body language that stay away from me. Okay? So no crossing arms. Avoiding eye contact is another big mistake. Okay? Always have a very good eye contact with anyone that you're speaking to. Imagine I'm talking to all of you, or suppose I am a class teacher, okay, and you all are sitting in front of me physically, and I'm not looking at you all, and I'm teaching like this. So, you know what? Body language is very important. Body language is so, so important. So, does that make you feel interested in me, or will me looking at you make you feel interested? No, yes. So avoiding eye contact is a bad thing. If some elder is talking to you or anyone is talking to you, look them right in their eye, okay? Touching your face or neck. Now, this is something that generally people do not know, okay? But when you touch your face like this or like this, it shows that you're bored. Like, what is going on? I'm so bored. You know, that is what comes across. Or touching your neck like this also shows that you're bored. Okay, so don't do that. Walking too fast, walk at a normal pace. Okay, in general, don't walk too fast. Forgetting to smile, I already gave an example, the example of this, right? If I would have sat without a smile, you would all have not been interested, right? You would have felt that, oh, she's not that great of a teacher, right? So always have a good smile on your face so that your personality looks attractive. Yes, so Rahman started smiling. Can everybody just smile? Can we all have a smile on our faces for a moment, please? Great, 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 great. Rohit isn't smiling. Why? Great. Wow. Alia, Araf. Nice. Okay. The next one is slouching. You know what slouching is? Be it in the classroom or online sessions, when you're sitting like this and doing like this. Moksh. For example, I think Moksh is slouching right now a little bit. Try to always have an erect posture. Erect means what? Straight back. Back should be straight when you're sitting or when you're standing or walking. Nobody wants to talk to a person who is like this, right? Imagine I'm standing like this or sitting like this, and I'm like this. This looks better to us, right? So no slouching. Slouching also causes a lot of back problems. Okay, closed hands, okay, whether it is like this or behind you, it just shows that you're not open to communication. So even if somebody wants to come and approach you, they will not be able to. Why? Because they will think in their mind that he doesn't want to talk to me, or she doesn't want to talk to me, or she's not approachable. Okay, so closed body language is a big no. Have an open body language. Chewing nails. Okay, definitely a big no. I hope you know why it's a big no. Is chewing nails a good habit? Really? Like when you know, right? Can we all say a no like this? Is it a good habit or a bad? Yes. Pranay said this. Yes. No. Amog is absolutely saying no. Good. Next one is hunched shoulders, the one that we just looked at right now. Okay, no slouching or hunched shoulders when you're walking or standing. Always stand erect. No putting hands in the pocket because it is again closed body language. Closed means you're not open to communication. Okay, ma'am, but we do it to be polite to ma'am by keeping our hands at the back. So if somebody is giving you some instructions in school and it is mandatory for you to put your hands behind, that is okay. But imagine if I'm talking to you for the first time, okay, we both are standing in front of each other. This is Divyansh's question that I'm answering, and I'm having my hands at the back, and she's talking to me for the first time. She will feel that there is something that I'm trying to hide. Okay, it could be a physical thing or it could not be a physical thing, but she will feel that I'm not trustworthy. Okay, because my hands are closed or like this, she will feel that there is something in my mind that I don't want to tell her or show her. Okay, that is the importance of body language. That is something that we observe. It is not something that speaks. Our body doesn't speak, it just shows things, right? And we make judgments about others based on what we see. Now, standing with hands in pocket is again a no. Now, we all looked at what are the mistakes that we all make, right? But how can we correct those mistakes? The first one is opening your hands, the one that I told all of you, right? When somebody is talking to you, when you are talking to a group of people, imagine you want to give a presentation to all the kids, okay? And you're standing in front of your classroom, or you want to explain a mathematics sum. At that time, there's something, this is the language that you should ideally use. Open hands that point towards the audience, okay? Not like this, not like this. Open hands that point and explain things, okay, because that shows that you have a positive attitude and you're confident about what you're doing. Okay, secondly, okay, a small question again: who has a good posture, A or B? Yes, B. Perfect. Yes. So of course, we would like to be associated with Mr. B, right? Or Mr. A. Not at all A, right? Because he just looks too boring. He looks as if he's tired and boring and slouching and all the negative feelings. On the other hand, when we look at Mr. A, we feel positive, right? Sorry, Mr. B, we feel positive. Okay, now standing up straight. As I told you, whether you're sitting or standing, do not slouch, stand up straight and tall and confident with open arms. Okay, these are good manners and they also show authority. Okay, authority means what? If you're the class monitor, okay, if you are the class monitor and you have a body language like this, kids would not listen to you. On the other hand, if you have a strong and positive body language, everyone in the class will listen to you. Why? Because you look confident, right? Monitors need to look confident, right? Feet open and wide for boys and feet closer for girls. Now, when it comes to boys, when you're sitting or standing, your feet can be 1 feet apart, a little bit apart from each other. On the other hand, if it is a girl, for the girls in the group, your feet can be closer when you're standing. Okay, we don't have to stand the way boys do with our feet apart like this. They don't look good on girls. Okay, having a good eye contact, this is critically important. No matter what happens, students, after this session, at least take two things with you back home. One is having a smile on your face when you're talking to somebody and looking them in the eye. Okay, these two are very important things because the first thing that anybody looks at is your face, right? Before even looking at your body, it's the face that people look at. No repetitive words. When you're speaking to somebody, say things once and let them respond. Do not try to repeat the same thing again and again or use words that are repeating. For example, a lot of people have the habit of saying things like, like I went to that restaurant, like we had a coffee, the session was too good, like I enjoyed, like. So, they use some words that are repetitive in their speech, and that makes their speech sound boring. right? We don't want to use repetitive words. We should use words without repetition, okay? Because that makes your speech clear and easy to understand for anyone, okay? So no repetitions. Now, which is a good handshake? I'm going to tell you something about the handshake today. What do you think is a good handshake, the A or the B? A. Wow. I didn't know that all of you were going to answer this correctly. Wow, I'm impressed. Seriously. Wow. So you all are right. A is the handshake that you all should do with anyone you meet. Okay? Because that shows your confidence. Imagine I'm shaking hands with you for the first time and you're like this. Huh, okay, like this. So that just shows that you are not confident. On the other hand, I have a smile on my face, looking right in your eyes and shaking hands like this. A firm, strong handshake. Okay, that shows that you are capable of doing things and you're confident. Okay, the last one is chin and head up. Now, I'm not saying that you stay like this throughout the day, not really, but imagine the opposite. How about somebody who is speaking like this? Somebody is speaking like this and then again looking here and then again being like this. What does that show to the others? What does it communicate? What do you all think? If I'm speaking like this and then hiding, yes. Disrespect, fearless. A fearless, no, in fact, fearful path. Okay, it's not fearless. It's like when somebody's like this, they're quite fearful. Yes, not confident. Very good, Vanishka. Shrey says slouching means. Slouching means not being straight. Your back and your shoulders are like this, falling. Okay, that is slouching. Hesitant, yes. Man Kumar also said hesitant, not interested. Perfect. So you all know the importance of all of these things, right? That if you talk like this, it doesn't look good. So the only important thing is to implement whatever you've learned today. Okay, so have your chin and head up. When you're speaking, be confident, look people right in the eye and have your chin and head up.